Alright, you just got your XL. We have all the correct supplies here that's needed according to the manual. Now we are going to deviate a little bit today from what the manual says as far as break-in. We feel that the XL being a bigger cubic inch motor, a little bit more high performance than anything else we've had, there is a little bit of a different break-in procedure. We're going to break it in with 3 tanks of static break-in on our stand here, keeping a close eye on the temperature. We're going to do 2 tanks of running it around in big ovals and figure eights, still being very easy on it. And then we're going to finish breaking it in with 2 more tanks, starting to dial in the high speed a little bit, and then getting your 3-speed dialed in. Alright, let's go ahead and fill it up and start the first tank of the break-in. Now we need to prime it. Notice we have no glow igniter in it, and watch the fuel line. Okay, we got fuel into the carb, you can clearly see it in the line. Now we're going to start the break-in procedure, but you're going to notice we don't have the electronics on. You don't need your electronics on to do the static break-in procedure. We have it up on a specially made block. I would suggest doing this so that the tires can roll freely so you don't burn up your clutch. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. And this is a very common thing. It wants to start, it wants to go, but we need to give it a little more throttle. Using the idle stop screw. This is not a mixture screw, this is the idle stop screw. You'll watch the throttle open as I screw this in. Now let's give it a shot. And you may have to change this once it's broken in, but to get her broken in, this is another very common part of breaking in. They will often fall. Alright, that was the first tank of the break-in procedure. Now what just happened there is very normal and it's okay. As it runs out of fuel, it's obviously going to lean out, and that's what it was doing on those last few seconds. The tires will start to spin. That's why it's crucial that you have it up off the ground where the clutch isn't going to get damaged or burn up, and everything will be just fine. We just got done with tank 1. We let it rest for about 10 minutes, let the engine cool down. That's part of the heat cycling break-in process. Let's do tank 2. So we got 2 tanks of the static break-in done. We're going to go ahead and start our 3rd and final tank of static break-in before we put her on the ground. Alright, we're going to start our 4th tank here. We just got past our 3 tanks of static break-in. Now we're going to drive it around in big ovals and figure eights. We got the fuel tank filled up. Now we want to go ahead and power up the electronics. For this portion of the break-in, transmitter's always first. We got about 3/4 of a tank of gas on our 4th tank of break-in here. Let's bring it in and let's check the temperature. out by about a quarter of a turn. She was running about 110, 115. That's extremely cool. So we leaned it out a little bit, got it up to about 120. I'm going to go ahead and lean it out another quarter turn for this particular tank, tank number 5. To start to see a little bit more of the performance. We're leaning the high end only, which does lean the entire mixture out. You notice too that we did see quite a bit of blue smoke. That can sometimes be a good indication that she's running good and rich. Okay, so we finished our 3 tanks of static break-in. We finished our 2 tanks of running around in big ovals and figure 8s. Temperatures have been very cool, so now it is time to finally start getting some of that XL performance you've been waiting for. So let's go ahead and fill her up once again. Go ahead and lean her out. I'm going to go ahead and do another half a turn right off the bat. That's going to bring us to a total of 3/4 of a turn leaner than when we started stock. Again, we're only adjusting the high end right now. So let's start her up and